Alrighty, we got our bird here with the lemon pepper. Little Frank's underneath there for a binder and a little bit of spice. Unfortunately, my filming partner is not here today, so I didn't get to do a lot of the process on film. Obviously, you know how to spatchcock. If you don't, it's a simple enough process. The only thing I did here outside of the dry brine was, I'm really salt sensitive, so once the brine was done, before I put my seasoning on, I wiped off and knocked off any excess salt. You can still kind of see some of it down there, but that kosher salt, I don't want to spend the rest of the night with indigestion or whatever the case may be. So little salt as possible on a rub, which is why we basically just did straight lemon pepper and Frank's. So I'm going to go outside and throw our heat on. We're on the smoker. We're at like 275. It should drop to about 250 when I throw this bird on there straight out of the fridge. Shouldn't get over 270 the entire cook. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you that you can get a good crisp with a proper dry brine without having to take your heat to 400, 450, or throwing it directly on the coals. If the skin isn't where I want it, when the breasts get to about 120, 130, I'll flip this thing meat side down. But we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Alrighty, I just plopped the bird on, got her opened up. We're running the deflector today. I've got my typical little pecan sliver under there, pile of coals, probe in the breast. The thing about wood is, I'm not a real big fan of sweet wood unless you're doing like a gigantic ham or something of the sort where it's going to be in there for a while. Basically, I like pecan, post oak, mesquite, the heavier woods, if you will. I'm just not a big fan of sweet meat, so to say. To each their own. You can use what you want. Just general blabbering here. We were at about 270, 275 before I threw the bird on, straight out of the fridge. You can see the bird's at 49 degrees. Let's drop this down. It should climb back up to about 250, 265. We're not going to get over 270 for this entire cook, unless things go sideways. I don't have a big enough load in there for that. Matter of fact, we're at full chat there and about half chat here, which should have us at about 250, 260 for the pile of coals I have on there. Alright, we're about 130 on the breast, 125. I had to shut the damn thing off because it kept yelling at me. We got our obtusely large carrot here next to the grate probe. I don't think I'll have to go skin side down because, yeah, we're looking good. We got another, see how that's kind of already getting there. We got another 30 degrees to go, 30, 40 degrees. Gee. Alright, so everything isn't always perfect, and I'd be lying, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, so that's not what we're here to do. I had the deflector in there with the ceramic insert, and with the lack of brine time, it was like a 19-hour brine. I generally like to go 2 days. This skin isn't quite where I want it, and my breast was at like 145, 150. So what I've done is removed the deflector, laid me some fresh coals in there. We're going full chat, and I'm going to throw this thing skin side down, and then we will be where we need to be within probably about 15 minutes once these coals take off. Alrighty, let's see what we got here, boys. Ooh-wee. Yeah, buddy, that bitch split. Good up under here. Wings are done. Wings are done. Alright. Flip that massive ass carrot and I'm gonna get this bird off and we'll get to eating. Alrighty. Well, we got her quartered up. Wing. Wing. And here's our little cross section there. Flex on you a little bit like a brisket. Skin nice and crispy. That's how we do it. Look at that. I'll do the other one just so there's no camera tricks.